Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes. I mostly have this every week with a little variety. So I have yellow, I have red, and I have orange peppers. And, excuse me, and I also have a hot pepper, which I like a little heat in my food. So I'm going to show you by starting to cut the peppers. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. I usually just cut the ends off. Pull out, I have my little garbage bowl here. Pull out everything that I can out of here, and I usually cut it in half just to make it easier to cut. Cut off the little membranes that are in here, which I'm pretty sure what I just showed you was wrong because they're supposed to go the other way, like this. I try not to throw away anything that's not really garbage. So I try to use this if I can. So then usually I just slice it in little put it in my bowl. Try to get them almost the same size for every cut. And then I use the top. Waste not, want not. And then I usually cut my peppers. I just put the little end here. I cut them into little small circles. I try to keep some of the seeds because I like the heat, but you could remove some of the seeds if you want. So I'm going to finish cutting up all the rest of the vegetables, and then I'll show you my next step. Thanks. Okay, now I'm going to show you the meat part. So get another very sharp knife. I'm using the boneless thin cut top round steak, and it's very cheap. And what I do is I get the strips, I layer them right on top of each other like this. And then, and as you can see, I'm using a different cutting board because I don't want cross-contamination. So I roll it up and I cut it very thinly. Right here. This. And I put it in here, and what I do is I sprinkle, because I don't want to wash my hands again, I sprinkle this Weber chicken seasoning, which is kind of low in sodium, so it works really well. And I'll continue to cut up this meat, and then I'll sprinkle it with some chicken seasoning because it's very versatile. You could use it for the beef. And then I'm continuing to cook my peppers. So once they're done, I'll show you how I combined it. I already cooked the rice in my oatmeal, so I'll show you how I put together one of my meals. Okay, now I'm going to assemble the meal. I already cooked my peppers. Here they are. I cooked my meat already, and what I do here is that I don't cook it completely, because when you take them to be reheated at work or on the go or wherever you are, if you reheat it, it turns into rubbery and you don't want that. So I just like give it enough brown where it doesn't look like it's raw, so when you heat it up at work, you know, it's just right. And then what I did was I already had pre-cooked my minute multigrain medley, and I have that in the pan, in the pot. And just to add a variety, you know, when you first start out, you start buying like fresh broccoli, green beans, and that's so time consuming. So now I buy just a big bag, of frozen broccoli and a big bag of green beans, and try to find whatever vegetable you like in the frozen department, because it does save you time and of course money. So that's the best part of it. So what I do then is I start measuring, and I have these containers. I got them at Amazon, and they come really handy. So what I do is I just start measuring my meat. I'll just put one together so you can see what it looks like. So here we go. I try to get as much as I can, but enough that where you know you can close the cover. So here we go. Here's the meat. Here is the, in this case I'm using a whole yellow. Here we go. And then we have the peppers. So I try to get, you know, each of the colors in there that I cooked. A little orange, a little red, a little yellow, some hot peppers. And then what I like just to add a little variety is I use my frozen broccoli and I put it in here. And just so you could have a nice medley of vegetables and some carbs. Here we go. And then, you know, you can just mix it up so it looks nice. And you know, when you, it's like having a stir fry, but at least you know it's healthy. And then when you go to work, there you have it. And also with this recipe, say you don't want to take the same thing every day. You don't want that. But to change it up, you would do the same thing, except for in this case, you would use as many peppers as you want. And here, you could save like half for your salad later on. And then you measure out your meat in the red container. Nice and handy, huh? And then you say, okay, but we're allowed to have 2 corn tortillas. All you have to do is warm these up in the microwave too, take them to work. I like to put them in a paper towel, and then this way they don't really stick together, and don't keep them there more than 20 seconds, kind of like just keep it 20, then another 10, otherwise then they stick together. You put this in your tortillas, and now you have 2 meals. And you can, you know, change it. One day you take this, one day you take that, just to change it up a little. I hope this helps you in preparing your meals. Thank you.